All right, so far the chatbot has introduced itself. It's asked us a really simple question, and it's used that information in an answer in some way. But really, what we want the chatbot to do is based on the answer that we give it, react differently. So we're going to show you how to do that today. It's called branching. So we'll have a look here. So basically, just a little bit of a pro tip here is I'm going to start doing some code down here and I'm going to want to test it, and I don't want to have to wait for all of this code to run. So I'm actually just going to move this code off to the side a little bit, and then have a play here. I'm going to move it back in there when I'm done. So basically, I'm going to go over to the sensing again because I want the chatbot to ask me a question, and I'm going to ask a question: Do you like school? Mark. Now, remember, the answer will be stored in this little block here. Well, I should say the answer will be stored somewhere, and this block will get us the answer. Okay. So basically, I want three different um, possibilities. And if I go, the three possibilities are yes, no, or something else, which I'm not going to respond to. So if I go into control, into here, I can go and get an if else statement. Okay, and then if I go into operators down here, we can get this one: if something equals something. So if the answer equals yes, and that's in Scratch, that's not case sensitive. So they could put it all capitals, they could put capital Y. It doesn't matter. This is one of the advantages of Scratch over Python here. Um, well, actually, it can be a really big disadvantage if you want to be able to tell the difference between the two, but at the moment we don't. So if that answers this code runs, else some different code is going to run. So if the answer equals yes, what do we want to happen? Well, maybe we want the chatbot to say, I don't know, well, that's great. Now, have a think about the else here. If the answer is not yes, in the else, we actually still have two possibilities. It may be no, or it may be some other, random string we can't understand. So we're actually going to get another if else block and put it inside the else here. I'm going to just right click here and duplicate, which is really useful. If the answer equals no, then again, I can just duplicate, right click and duplicate. Then say, uh, you should, you should like it. And then the final thing, else, is going to be if neither of those are true, then we can say, um, I have no idea what you're saying. Let's test that out a little bit. Remember, the program will run top to bottom. So let's think about it from the computer's perspective here. It'll start here. It'll say, do you like school? If the answer is yes, it'll run that code and be finished. If not, it's going to run this code. And again, it'll do another check. Is the answer no? Yes, it'll run this code. No, it'll run this code. Let's test that out. Do you like school? Yes, that's great. Try it again. Do you like school? No. You should like it. Test it again. Click the green flag again. Do you like school? Blah. I have no idea what you're saying. So as you can see, we're starting to get into a situation here where the chatbot is saying some different things based on what we are saying. Um, so I really recommend. I think I was going to say I really recommend you save, but I think it just automatically saved, and so the save thing disappeared. I can go to File, Save now to make sure. Yeah. Okay. I'll see you next time.